Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Hey, beautiful people. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back. How are we? Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome back. Welcome. Can you hear me? If you can hear me and you are in the comments, please say hello. Let me know my audio is good. How is your year going? Today is Thursday, the 9th of January 2025. Still learning to say five instead of four. Four was pretty difficult to remember. I think five is just going to slide off our lips. Five is easier. Uh, the notification is on the 10th, Egbami. Oh, wow. I put the notification on the 10th. Wow, that must have been an error. Yeah, Thursday. I did mention it though. Cherish Olivia said on Thursday, last Tuesday when we did our show, I said that today is when I will complete the rant, but I'm not going to rant. I don't have energy to rant. I'm just going to talk. It's too early in the year to rant. Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening. Welcome back. Dr. Abby, congratulations, sis. Wishing you a massive congratulations on your birthday, guys. Please help me celebrate Dr. Abby here. She's our sister. She's always consistent and she's celebrating her birthday. It's a milestone that I'm not going to tell you because she's forever 21, but those who are in the group know. Please help me celebrate Dr. Abby. Wish her a happy birthday. We pray for you for long life, good health. Igba ọdún ọdún kan ni o. From glory to glory, says the Lord will continue to keep you and your family. It will meet you at the point of your needs. As you celebrate this milestone, you celebrate many more in good health, in abundance. In Jesus' name. The light of God will continue to shine upon your life. The glory of God will continue to radiate. You continue to be a blessing and a source of blessing to your generation and to Obodo Farm and everyone who has the pleasure of having contact with you. Eshegoni, thanks for all your love. Thanks for all your support. I see you all the time. You are like one of the most consistent Obodo Farm here. You're not only here all the time, you're also a member of this channel. God will continue to bless you. Eshegoni. Ekwa Duroti. Ọlọ́run á bá mi dúró tì yín o. Eshegoni. Thank you so much for all the love. Please, guys, let me celebrate Dr. Abby. She's in the comment section. You guys see her all the time. Her full name is Dr. Abby Eso Adeleke. Adeleke, we never asked you about it though. Is it the Adelekes, the popular Adeleke family that we know? Are you related to the video? Or I know Adeleke is a common name in Yoruba land, but I think they've kind of every Adeleke we hear now, everybody would think is the video Adeleke. Guys, just help me celebrate her. She's an amazing sister here. We appreciate you. God bless you. God renew your strength like the eagles from glory to glory. Ojoni Tini, Echegoni. You are from Ekiti. Oh, okay. Oh, nice to know. Welcome, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. Good afternoon. We are here today to talk to ourselves as women. Okay, but brothers are welcome as well. Everybody is welcome. But today, I particularly wanted to talk to women because I'm very passionate about women, right? The reason why I'm so passionate about women is not just because I'm a woman, but because I know the story and the history of African women. So, African women, we've come a very long way. We've had to fight battles. Our great grandmothers did not have the opportunities that we have now. I mean, there was a time that women could not vote. I was making a reference to Mrs. Fumilayo Ransom Kuti. How many of you have seen that movie? It's on, I think it's on Prime Videos. You guys need to take a look at that video. That's Fela Everybody knows Fela. The late Fela, Nicola Pocoti's mom. She was a formidable woman who fought for her community, Egba women. I mean, the way that movie was depicted, even though we've read the stories in history and we already knew some of the things that she did, but the movie was good. It was really, really good. The actor who played the role of the Fumi Rasamkuti is this, I think her name is Kendi. She did a really good job. So I'm passionate about women because I know that we come from a society, a country, and uh, that is patriarchy in nature. Patriarchy does not necessarily have to be a bad thing, but the form of patriarchy that was practiced in Africa was extreme. It was quite extreme where women were so disadvantaged. And being born a woman, just being born a black woman, a black African woman means that you are disadvantaged. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about. In your own family, for instance, interestingly, I was having a conversation this afternoon with a friend of mine who is in Nigeria and she's Igbo by tribe. And we were talking about how even till today, in some parts of Igbo land, if you don't have a male child, even educated men, and this is also happens all over Nigeria, but I know it's more stronger in some parts of Igbo land where a male child is you see the way that Darlington put it in his request the other day, even though he was joking, that was not a joke. He said he wants a male child. That is the average Nigerian man wants a male child. And unfortunately, even the educated ones still think that if, as a woman, if you are married and there's no male child, they hold you responsible. You couldn't give me a male child. So I was having that conversation with my friend this afternoon, who is Igbo herself, and she said that a lot of men from our culture will go and take a second wife because they blame the wife for not giving them a male child. It happens all across Nigeria. Even today, educated men that know that a woman has got nothing to do with the sex of a child. That is only the man that can determine whether the child is going to be a male or female because they are the ones that have the X and Y chromosome. It is simple biology. Simple biology. But when it comes to culture, tradition, I think common sense just disappears. It doesn't matter what the facts are. People just go by, this is what I want. And I was telling that my friend, I said, you know what? A lot of those men actually have bastards. Because when they now go out, side chick is not today. Oh, well, interestingly, we are going to talk about side chick today. It's not today. So such men in those generations, even this generation will say, oh, my wife didn't give me a male child. So they now start having extramarital affairs. And because those side chick knows that this is what they are looking for, they will go and sleep with someone else. Most times, they will go and sleep with another man and pin that child on him. Chebe, now you they find male child. When they now have the child, they will start celebrating that they have a male. If some families, they will go and do DNA of people's father. I'm not talking of Gen Z or millennial. I'm talking about my generation and the older generation. If their parents can go and do DNA, nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀. Nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀. They will be in total denial of science. It doesn't matter what the science or the biology is. It's you that is the woman that didn't give me a male child. And the woman will start running. Kita, 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 kita. I know a woman in my village that has 10 children because she was looking for a male child. 10. All the children were female, 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 female. She kept giving birth until she finally had a male child. And then she died. So I'm just giving you this preamble to understand that when I talk about women, I know what our gender have been through. We are disadvantaged on all levels. It's better now. I'm not even going to say that we've not made progress, but it's baby steps. Still, we've come a very long way. We are not where we should be till today. That's why Nigeria, in its how many years of existence, still hasn't gotten a female governor. I don't think we even have a female local government chairman or chairperson. Do we? Is there anywhere? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Go. Is there any local government in all across the 36 states in Nigeria that is the female local government chairperson? Adiola did she did a video one time where she was talking about how disadvantaged women are in politics in Nigeria. All across Africa. There are some countries in Africa that are very good that, I think is it Zimbabwe or South Africa? I can't remember the country that up to 50% or nearly 50% are women in their senate. Nigeria, the women in senate. You guys remember the story of Natasha Akpoti, what Yahaya Bello did to Natasha? If not that Natasha's husband is somebody that himself will grant. No, Kogi doesn't have female governor. Which is Natasha you're talking about? No, she's a senator. You don't even let me start on that story. The governor went and cut off all the roads to her village on the day of election so that people will not vote. She had to go to court to fight. So, Nigerian and African women generally, we've come a very long way. Our great grandmothers had very, very bad experiences. They had no voice, they had no rights, they had no one to advocate for them, no one to speak for them. Anything that happens, it's your fault. It's a male dominated society. Our mothers had it a little bit better, but still not as good as we have. Our children hopefully will have it even better because we are gradually, moving towards, equality in terms of when it comes to jobs, opportunities, having our voices heard, etc. So when I see women effing up in this generation, it breaks my heart. Because it just like, for me, I feel like rubbishes all the sacrifices that some great women have made for us to have our voices heard. And that woman that was trending once upon a time that said that she does not, the good girl does not have a seat in the corner, a corner seat. Is she not from? Is she from South Africa or where is she from? I saw a female lawmaker one time that said she's not a good girl. She's not from Nigeria. I don't know if you saw that video. I was like, oh my God, our mothers. She's like, a good girl cannot have a corner office. So I'm a very bad girl. We've come a long way. Oh. You've come a long way. You know the thing that makes it worse? The society, the culture, the religion, everything puts women at a disadvantage. And on top of that, women, we ourselves, we are the gatekeepers of all these things that we're talking about. Women are the gatekeepers of everything that's oppressive to women in Africa. Women are the gatekeepers of patriarchy. Women are the gatekeepers of oppressive cultural practices. Women don't like women. And I wonder why. I usually sit down and think about it. I'm like, why? Why don't women like women? Even till today, go on social media and see. Is she a Kenya lawmaker? Taiwo, thank you very much. I love that woman. That auntie, she's on fire. I have a very big respect for women that are strong women that are, assertive. They know their mind. They know what they want. They are clear about what they want. But you see, unfortunately, majority of agenda, she know that it's like they remove sense from their head, from their head. They remove anything that is constant like this is far from them. Black African women have suffered. They bear the brunt of everything in society. It's not like where in the abroad now. India, and that is why you see a lot of Nigerian and foreign marriages. I was listening to a sermon by PK the other day, and he said, "Can your marriage survive if you jackpot?" The reason why it cannot survive is that you're moving from a traditional society to a society that is completely opposite, contemporary society, where you can actually have a voice. Women have, in fact, women in this part of the world, if you see the way they run their own, marriages and relationships here, women have the upper hand. And that is why it's not surprising that women have been prime ministers since time immemorial in this part of the world. You see it happening all over, the West. How many women have been prime ministers in the UK? The last time I counted, we've had up to 4 female prime ministers. I said we'll never get female local government chairman for Nigeria. Local government is the smallest office, is the lowest, it's like that is the entry level when it comes to politics. And even the women you see in the Senate and in the House of Rep, they are usually wives of top men in society. They are usually wives, and like Tinubu's wife was a senator. Danjuma's wife was a senator. You see all these women. You don't see ordinary, everyday woman who just wake up like and say, "Oh, I want to go into politics." They will frustrate you. So I think a lot of women don't even try. They don't try. Everything is against us women. And that is why women supporting women is one thing that I will do anything for. If I have my way, I'm advancing anything that has to do with women, especially Black African women, because I know the struggle. I don't know why women hate women. It's because of envy, jealousy. I passed my neighbor. Women are very petty. Yeah. So let me get to. I think I've given you enough preamble or enough background to understand why uh, uh, I'm so very very disappointed in this young lady. So the picture you are looking at, there are 2 women there, right? One of them is the one that claims to be Obi Kuba, not Obi, sorry, I keep calling him Obi. Cubana chief priest baby mama, right? I think her name is Helen, right? She's on my left. And the other one, you guys know very well, is Portia Williams. Yes. Portia, Portia, Portia. Oh my goodness. I don't need to tell you the story of Portia Williams. Anybody that watches Real Housewives of Atlanta, you will know who Portia is. Abibeko. You guys know. Even if you didn't know her from Real Housewives of Atlanta, you know her from her her wild, or how do I call it? How do they call those kind of romance? You know those kind of romance that will just come like a volcano with Simon Gobadia, our Edo brother. She was everywhere. They even gave her an Edo name, Esosa. She embraced the culture. Esther, I can't remember. Esther used to send me videos all the time and say, look, can you see Portia? Portia is really embracing this culture. She's really into it. Oh, she was loving her. Simon was gifting her one present, one car or the other. They were flying, living the life. You guys know the rest of the story. They got married. Before 1 year, everything done kaput. I don't know what happened. But that is not what I'm on about tonight. But Portia, oh my God, I'm telling you, these ladies, I mean, for you to be in this industry, shame, you don't come out shame for your eye completely. The thing one with they call shame, which is shame is not the right word, is I don't know what the right word is. Sometimes English is not enough for you to describe what you want to say. Like you don't send anybody this lifestyle. See Fedra. They were in Lagos, Nigeria again, no, looking for the next billionaire husband or boyfriend. This is them in Nigeria. Mm. Now, why am I bringing Portia into somebody might be asking the question, B and B, what is the similarity? Why are you bringing Portia into it. Mm? Why are you bringing Portia into this gist? The reason why I'm bringing Portia into it is because Portia is a woman. She's black American, and she's also a single parent who has a daughter. But Portia has sense. That sense that Helene does not have. Portia has it. All the time she was dating Simon, she didn't get pregnant. And tonight, remember, I want to talk about how in 2025, as a woman, you must not have a baby until you are absolutely certain, first of all, that you have empowered yourself economically. If anything happens, whether it's in a marriage or in a relationship, that you can care for yourself and that child. Number two, you can't just be going on having flings and runs or whatever it is that you are doing, and you leave yourself so exposed to the point of getting pregnant for a guy that you went to do runs with. So I think that, based on the lifestyle, Helen can learn from women like Portia. Protect your womb 100%. The gift of your womb is the greatest gift. I think as women, yeah, especially women who are, able to conceive, because for women who have been trying to have babies, yeah, I empathize with women who are trying to have babies and cannot for whatever reason, biologically, that they have, issues. Because only those women appreciate what a womb that can actually conceive and have a child means. You see all these ones? People like Helen, they know, and so many women across Africa, their womb is like Pokulowe. It's nonsense. To them, it's nothing. Like all those ones that are always going out with, they're always having babies for portable. You think those ones value their womb? Black women, because it comes easy for them to have babies. Pion, 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 to be having babies every day. This is Portia in Nigeria. Christmas. In fact, let me show you this one. She was vibing. See, happiness, tried Niger, from Lagos to Abuja, living her best life. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think that if she had a baby for Simon, because these women, yeah, women like Portia who have sense, they secure their bag, they know what they are looking for. And so they're not just going to have accidental babies for you just because they met you today, which is what a lot of African women do. Do you think it would have been so easy if the marriage did not last 1 year? Where do you think she would have been? All this sexy baby she's doing now, going to Nigeria, doing JT December, you think she would have been able to do it? Do you think she would have been able to do it? Dollface said Portia left Simon when she found out her money was in jeopardy. The money wasn't really there and she ran for safety of her bank accounts. I don't blame her, sis. I don't. Men do that all the time. It's only women. I was saying to that my friend, we were having a conversation today that, we usually say, the Bible says that when God wanted to, the Garden of Eden, when Adam and Eve sinned, God wanted to give them punishment. He gave the man punishment of tilling the ground and with the woman childbirth. I'm starting to think, is it really childbirth or is love? Because you see us, my gender, once we love, that word Love, once some women love, we love. You don't say I love you. Then you go say they remove all your sense. Sense go come out completely. But for this girl now, this Helen that we're talking about, she's not even a question of love. It's business. Let's call it business, because what did she go and do in Nigeria? What did she go and sell in? Which markets did she go and sell in Nigeria? Whatever you have to do, baby girl, I'm not judging anybody. I don't know her hustle. It's even more painful because she was already a single mother. Beautiful looking girl. You went to Nigeria because you heard that people are going to Nigeria. People like Portia Williams, they are going to Nigeria. All the celebrities in Lagos, they are going to that to go and catch Odogu. How many of you saw the American celebrities that went to Lagos this for 30 December? Everybody is going to catch Odogu. You went there. His pregnancy to carry for a man that you don't know. A man that you do not know. Anyway, let me tell you a little bit about Helen and why, you know, I just feel like no. We need to do better as women. We have to do better. So this is Helen. Helen is Kenya. She came to Nigeria looking very, very beautiful. Let me show you the picture because she's nothing like how she was now when she had a fling with Cubana. This is how she was looking. The picture in the middle is how she was looking when she came to Nigeria. This is how she's looking now. The picture on my left hand side is how she's looking now because stuff are no good for body. Eh? Ìyà ò kì í ṣomi ọbẹ̀. Ìyà kò ń ṣomi ọbẹ̀. Now, the other day when we're talking about Burna Boy and how Burna Boy got into it with Cubana chief priest and everything, she heard about it. Next thing, she made a video and said that Nigerians should help her. So Burna Boy reached out to her and said a content creator should look for her. I think this is the video. Oh no, she didn't post the video here. Anyway, the content creator did the video where she was talking about how if I play the video itself annoys me. I went to Lagos. I didn't know anybody. I stayed in an apartment. I went to a restaurant and I now saw him. He didn't tell me his name is Cubana chief priest. He told me his name is Pastor. Pastor. He now did this. He now did this. And now paid for my room. He now a Joshi. Come and see what she was saying. A man that you don't know. Because he paid for hotel and he probably gave you small change. You went and not only have unprotected sex with him, you decided that, okay, you're going to leave your womb exposed to anything. Let's forget the fact that he's married. Because she said that, oh, he didn't tell me he was married. Now you are crying on social media. Nigerians, please help me. Nigerians, please help me. Okay, this is the interview. This is actually the interview. Let's hear some of it.
A lot of people are saying that this lady is lying. Why some people think that the child actually looks like the person she's accusing of getting her pregnant. Why we are all debating about this issue, that child is really suffering, and we cannot continue to let this happen. So I'm going to be interviewing her in a moment to ask if truly all she said is true or she's just catching cruise, because Burna Boy said he wants to help, and it's not be so okay to help the wrong person. We need to see if this lady truly deserves to be helped, or maybe she's just catching cruise. So I'm going to be asking her some real tough questions. The reason I'm going to be asking her this question is not because I don't like her, but because we really need to find out the truth. So please bear with me if some of these questions will make some of you uncomfortable.
He said this thing can never be his child, God forbid. So he was telling me to send my nudes to him first. Like he was telling me to send. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what I can tell Burna Boy, but I will tell Burna Boy, don't stop whatever you are doing. Keep on doing this. I want to thank also Tonto Dike. Tonto Dike also came through.
She said Tonto Dike sent her back when she came out to say that chief priest impregnated her. She said Tonto Dike sent her 1 million naira. Right? Yeah, and that's Nelson. She's talking like a primary school child. Yeah. Basically, she got into an entanglement with chief priest, according to her, and she found out that she was pregnant. And she said that chief priest now told her, don't worry, go back to your country and I will take care of you. A man that you just met, you don't even know, you don't know his house, you don't know his family, you don't know his friends. All you did was to knock. And then you went to do runs and ended up carrying pregnancy back to Kenya. Of course, Cubana priest did not follow up because it wasn't meant to be something that, it wasn't meant to be something that it would be a lifetime relationship or any relationship. It was entanglement. You see, this is why I say some women, the sense is very, very far from them. You went to Nigeria, just like all the celebrities. How many of you saw them this December? They were going. Burna Boy too has one, another American as well. That is whether it's his girlfriend or whatever. All of them going. It's only the African ones that it's like Yoruba film where you just see that a boy is chasing girl. The next thing, you just can come, they will take the girl. My sister and I used to have a good time laughing about these things. They will not take the girl to the parents of the boy's house and say, Kule da, Kule, mo ti lóyún, and ìwọ ló fún mi lóyún. Mo ti lóyún. You went to Nigeria to go and carry Oyun. Oyun is pregnancy. You carry pregnancy all the way to Kenya. Donfe said, I heard East African women don't care for money the way us Nigerian women or West African women like. Well, she didn't care for money, but now that she's suffering, does she care for money now? Or does she not care? Because even though she's not materialistic, it's not to say she's materialistic, but it takes money to look after a child. I mean, we just got a dog. How many of you have seen my Atlas? Atlas is costing me money. Today I had to go and buy his food, bought wipes, bought treats, bought bones. I've registered him for pet insurance. It's costing me money. If pets can cost me money, what about human child? Children cost money. So she went and got pregnant. Ruthie's Kitchen said, Auntie B, I'm not excusing CP, but you see some of these girls, they intentionally get pregnant for the rich married men, thinking they can push the wife out to secure more money and inheritance. In Africa. Does that really happen in Africa? I don't think so. Really, I don't. No, not in Africa. Nigerian men, they leave their wife for side chick. Ruthie, have you ever seen it happen? You know, Nigerian men, African men are not like Oyibo. It's only Oyibo that will fall in love and come home and tell their wife and say, honey, I'm so sorry. I'm in love with Sandra. If you try it, in Africa, you try it, you go collect. With Sandra. Nigerian women will be the one that will come out and fight Sandra and send Sandra back to wherever she came from. They will just tell you, "Ma worry, Kunle, ma worry. Just relax. I will deal with Sandra. I will deal with Sandra." What are you talking about? Getting pregnant for who? Nation say, Auntie B, don't forget YOLO. No, that's your zone. It's a special case, it's a special case. Yeah, so you have to have pet insurance, so Ella. If you don't have pet insurance, if anything happened to Atlas, what am I going to do? I have pet insurance now. Come and see me shopping in the pet section now. I'm looking at myself and I'm like, what am I doing here? What exactly am I doing here? If I'm shopping for food, I'm shopping Atlas. Imagine human baby. So, no, talking seriously now. What she did was careless. It was irresponsible, and she did not respect herself. She didn't. She didn't value herself. That is the right word. Because if you value yourself, you will not, no matter how desperate you are, if you want to do runs, you made up your mind, but this is your calling. This is what God has brought you into this world to do. As I said, I'm not judging anyone. I don't know your journey. I don't know your story. So I'm not judging you, but be responsible about it. At the end of the day, if you end up having a child, most men in Africa will walk away and not look back. They will. They will not look back, especially the married ones. This was supposed to be something that you're supposed to do and clean mouth and waka. You decide to do them and keep. have evidence. Be like, yo, did the same thing. He return with evidence of cheating at the end of the day. Mhm. So, how many women do you think will do like May did when May said, hell no? Most women in Nigeria will cover for their husband. I know so many women that have had their husbands have had extramarital children outside, illegitimate children. You think they're going to leave? Nigerian women don't leave marriage because your husband cheated or your husband had a child. Nah. It's the side chick that is the devil. So you're going to fast and pray and cast that side chick out. They want to ruin your home. They want to destroy your family. Don't you know that part of the prayer point that the Nigerian woman will pray is every side chick, to Jackie Kule, that will not allow Kule to stay at home. Fire! Fire! They're going to war room because of side chicks. Are you kidding? Yeah, it's not every woman that can just step up and say, no, I'm not taking this. Mm? So they will not. They will not. So in a situation like that, when you come from a country, or it's not like America, where you say, okay, you take the man to court, child support. I saw a video today where somebody was saying that, it's in America, they tricked men and women who were owing child support. A county tricked men and women who were owing child support to show up. They tricked them that they want something. When they were coming like this to collect, now so police they arrest them for child support. No, Chinye. No, Kunle is okay. Oh. Kunle, no prayer for Kunle. Oh. It's only the side chick. Kunle has to have his bola working now. What are you talking about, Chinye? Fire on the side chick. Nothing for Kunle. So, what I'm saying is that if you come from an environment like that, where you are not protected, you've got to protect yourself. And that's why women need to be sensible. You need to be smart. If you're going to play, you need to play smart. Protect your womb. Don't have babies except you know you can take care of them. This even goes for not only people that are going to sleep with other people's husband, though. I'm not encouraging you to do that. God knows that, sleeping with a man for money is, I don't know. They've made it sound like it's something that is so sexy, so romantic, or something that is so, but it's the lowest of the low that you can do. When your body, that Christ has paid the price for, you go and lower it because of money. To sleep with a man that you've never seen before, you don't know what demons, evil forces, whatever is carrying. You are sleeping because of money. Money that you can make. I don't even want to go there. Let's not go there. But our gender, we need to learn, we need to borrow ourselves sense. We have to. We have to borrow ourselves. In social media in this generation, they've made it seem like, sleeping with men for money is so cool. There's nothing wrong in it anymore. Whether you call her a shower, whether you call her prostitution, whether you call her run, so whether you call her olosho, whatever you call it, is still the same thing. It is demeaning. It is disgusting. Yeah, it is so disgusting. There's nothing cool about it. But people do it. They will tell you they are desperate. They do it both nationally and internationally. So your tent, O Israel. All I'm saying is that whatever your situation is, please, women, protect yourself. See, you cannot put the responsibility of your own protection on another human being's hands, especially somebody who will not send you. So you are sleeping with somebody without protection, and you expect that, oh, it should be the one that will protect me from being pregnant. Who is the one that's going to carry the pregnancy? Who? You will carry the pregnancy for 9 months. Who is the person that's going to give birth? Labor. To give birth, you are the one. And who is the person that's going to raise that child? Except you are married, You are the one that raised that child. So you have more to lose. That's why you have to borrow yourself sense. Be wise. Everybody has a smartphone in this day and age. It's not something that is rocket science. Google, how do I not get pregnant as a woman? I don't want to get pregnant. I've had unprotected sex. What do I do? Or before you go and have you go and sleep with a man, how do I not get pregnant? Is it only to stay on comment section in social media that people know how to do? You only go there, every blog you are there. First, and once the thing is dropping, you are commenting. How can you not protect your womb? How can you not protect the number of children? And I often say it on this platform, if you are in a bad marriage and you know you are not happy, stop having children. Stop. Just stop. They cost black women with children. Why are you always having children every year? And you see it's women in abusive marriage that have more children. Why are you having children every year? I don't understand it. I will never understand it. Mama Jojo, Happy New Year, sis. How are you? She said, Auntie B, she has a child by a Kenyan man who does not support the child. She did not come on social media to drag the Kenyan man. She trapped this man to me. It was intentional. Possibly. It's possible. It's possible. Maybe she's heard that Nigerian men have money. Because she came to Nigeria because she wanted to go and catch an odogu. It's possible. Maybe they didn't tell her that Nigerian men don't usually leave their wives for girlfriend or side chicks. Please give us a thumbs up, guys. Guys, please give us a thumbs up. Niger said she wanted to get rid of it, but he asked her to keep her. At least that's what she said. Yeah, she said that. But why even get pregnant in the first place? I'm not in favor of getting rid of it. My stand is don't even get pregnant in the first place. Don't. And there are simple things that you can do. Go on, there are contraceptives that you can use these days. Until that is what they call planned parenting, planned parenthood. You only have children when you feel like you are ready. As a woman, please have children when you are ready. In this part of the world, people get married, they don't even have children until they can. You see, or you go people married 5 years, they don't have children until they are ready. It's called planned parenthood. Does it mean that they are not sleeping together? Of course, they are sleeping together. Are they using protection? No. Go. There are different kinds of contraceptives that you can use. Different types. Go to your doctor. Go to your pharmacy. Ask them, what can I use? If this one doesn't work for you, some women will say, I know, I don't want to. This, that, They give any excuse not to go on the pill. You don't want to go on the pill, you forget. I don't think anybody even does the daily pill anymore. There's a patch that you put on your arm, 5 years. You don't even need to think about it until you are ready. If you want to get pregnant, take it off. You can put a coil on. Even if you don't have any of these things and you still go and have unprotected sex, then the day after, there's the money after pill that you can take. Don't wait until you get pregnant, then you start running a helter-skelter. How are you going to trust a man that you don't know? You only had an entanglement with, so you're going to trust his word that said, oh, keep the baby. Niger, in that sense, are you wise? You're going to trust the word of a man that is cheating on his wife and telling you to keep the baby? Oh my show. That's not sense now. We are teaching sense here. So parents, I'm also going to talk to you guys who have female children. Please start talking to your children about birth control very early. As soon as you see that, they pass puberty, they are having their periods now, and they start dating, because they actually start very early these days. Start talking to them about birth control. All this PM pregnancy, so We can avoid it in this generation. Oh, please. There's no need for it. I know we can be very traditional in our outlook. We always want to believe that our children will never have sex. Lori, they will. Because you too, you know you had sex before you got married. At least most people, not everybody. Yeah. So start talking to them. Me, I talk to my sons about protection all the time. In fact, when Olatobi was going to uni, I bought condoms for him. I was like, Mom, I said, please, take. I'm not there with you. I don't know what you're going to do there. Take, put it in anywhere you're going, put it in your jacket. I don't want you to go and any girl to come and say, I'm pregnant. What's that? You have to be responsible. Give your sons, when they get to that age where they start dating, give them condoms. Your daughters, take them to go and be on birth control. Don't assume that they are not sleeping with boys. They are. Lori, they will lie to you and pretend when they are home. You don't know what these children are doing. He's completely living in denial. Mama Ara, I can see you. I'll bring you on in a minute. I'm sharing my link in the comment section, guys. Please like this video. This is very, very important conversations that we need to have. You have a poor family member or sister or brother, you are struggling. You are in the abroad struggling to help your family, and they are at home having children every day. Go to Africa and drag them to the clinic. If they refuse to go, then you're supposed to stop. Me, that is the day I will stop supporting you. Some of you are paying school fees for children of relatives. You pay. So you are tired because they won't stop having children. Poor people and children, hey, it's 5 and 6. So poor people like children. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Somebody told me once upon a time that the rich gets richer and the poor have children. Take precautions. You cannot expect somebody else to be responsible for your own what is sexual reproduction or whatever. What's the English now? For your own fertility or infertility, whatever. Don't trust another person with your womb. Protect yourself. It's common sense. No matter what they promised you, I will take care of you, I will do this, that. Do you think, what kind of promise can Cubana Chief promise Helen that Simon did not promise Portia? Let's bring it back to Portia again. Portia was gifted everything you can think of. The kind of lifestyle, first-class lifestyle that Simon Gubadia showed Portia. If an African woman, if I don't born 10 children, go just go to IVF, born 6 children. But did you see her get pregnant? She's a smart girl. She was just living her best life. That's why she can go to Nigeria this year now, drag her friend along to go and do dirty December. If an African woman, what is your problem? Nigeria is already overpopulated. So before I take calls, Mama, I'm coming to you. I wanted to share something with you guys. Before I take calls, I saw another one. You see, when I keep telling you that our agenda, we need to do better, right? We need to do better because it's so sad. I mean, have you saw that video of a young girl and boy? That the girl went to visit the girlfriend. Young people, very young people. That's why I keep telling all these parents that think, oh, my children, Lori, you don't want to see what they are doing when they are outside. I mean, I saw this video. This happened in Nigeria. The girl went to visit the boy. Christmas Eve. A jobless small boy, a young man that I don't know what he's doing with his life, decided that his girlfriend should come and visit him. He didn't have money to give her to go back home. Guess what they did? The girl was the one that suggested it to the boy that they should call her parents and tell the parents that she's been kidnapped and start asking for money from her poor parents that didn't have money. Just listen to it.
I'm SP Dafe Bright, and this is Delta State Police Command. What we do is to bring you latest of happenings in Delta State that concerns crime and other related activities that you all learn from. Today we'll be parading a girl and a boy. She's 21 years. We'll find out the age of the boy very soon. She left the house on the 30th of December to go and visit the boyfriend. And when it's time for her to go back, the boyfriend was not having transport fare to give to her. And she sold the idea to the boyfriend. Why don't we call my parents and tell them that I have been kidnapped?
Shangba, did you hear that? 21-year-old girl. Delta State, 21-year-old girl went to visit boyfriend. Hey, ayé mà ti bàjẹ́ gan-an. Jésù. It was even it's not the boy that said that I don't even fault this boy in this whole story. I don't fault him. He didn't do anything. He's the one that suggested it. Babe, let's call my parents and say that somebody has carried me so that they will pay money. Let's continue. So that you see that our gender, when I say our gender, Ojugba Mitsi.
Actually called the parents and demanded for 2 million naira. Even when the parents were begging for 100,000, they declined. 500,000, they declined until the parent decided to report to the police. We will first of all interview the mom who is here to tell us the pain she went through over what our own daughter, did to her, after which we interview the two sons. But just tell us how she left the home and how they started calling.
On 30th of December, she left saying that she wants to go make her hair to the next village. She didn't return home. On 31st, they called that she did not return. I went to the village. I made entry in police station Asaba. They started calling my daddy, making demand of money. How much can he offer? The man said he has 40,000, that is a farmer. He does not have money. They cut the call. The next one they called, demanding for money, again, 2 million. He pleaded with them that he has only 100,000. They said 2 million or nothing.
Okay. So you reported first at the
Aokibu police station.
Aokibu police station. Okay. Okay, was it from there that the letter brought the mother to anti-kidnapping?
No, I came to report at this place.
Okay, you came back to anti-kidnapping.
Yes, to make yourself. Yes.
To make a proper entry.
Yes.
Okay, because you know this is where they usually tackle kidnapping cases.
Yes, sir.
Can you imagine a mother, your own child, doing this to you? Just imagine. I'm sure the boy has told her, I love you. That's all women. So women want to hear I love you. I love you. No baton. That's why more women lose money. They lose a lot to scammers, online scammers, all this romance scam, than men. Because women, all you have to do is play into their emotions. And all these boys that are into scamming, they know it. Their emotions is what. Once you can tap into a woman's emotion, that's it. It's like a master key. You can use it to control the woman. That's what the mom is saying. They were asking for money. You guys, listen, the one who pay me back, they never talk. Wait, let's continue.
Okay, thank you. What is your name?
Okule Princess.
Be audible. What is your name?
Okule Princess.
What is your boyfriend name?
Prince.
Okay, you are Princess. He's Prince. Prince and Princess. Okay, it's okay. So you went to his house on the 30th of December.
Yes, sir.
Okay, who is it to you?
My boyfriend.
Okay, so on the day that you were supposed to leave the house, what happened?
He did not have money.
21-year-old that can be a masterminder of this. Don't you see that she's a criminal? This girl, Ogbologbole, she's a criminal. She's going to end up, she will end up in McDonald's. 21-year-old can mastermind this. Jesus, I fear.
So what did you now suggest to him?
Tell my parents that I was kidnapped.
Okay, so he bought the idea. He agreed to it. Let's say you want to make her the use
Yes,
PG.
sir.
Okay, so after you don't tell her, what thing you can do?
I start calling my parents.
And demanded for how much?
2
2 million naira. Okay, so according to him, now you tell him, say make him call your parents, say they kidnap you, so that you go.
Hey, what did I do? Sorry, guys.
MSP that February,
Oh my God.
and this is Delta State
Let's start
Police
from the
Command.
beginning again.
What we do is to bring.
Okay, let it play in the background while we talk. So sorry, I mistakenly hit this thing. when it gets to that where we were, I will continue again. She's the one that gingered the boy. When the boy, she slept in the boy's house, and the boy didn't have transport fare. Now, first of all, ask me, a boy that does not have transport fare, they are both young people. She's 21, the boy is probably 20 something years old as well. What is he doing with? What are you? Instead of you to be thinking of your future, you're not reading your book. You want to end up in McDonald's. He carried girl come house, brought girl home to sleep overnight. No transport fare to go back. Next thing, it was the girl that told him to call the parents and demand for 2 million naira. Now, this 2 million naira is, for some people, is a lot of money, but for some people, it's not a lot of money in Nigeria, depending on your class. Obviously, for this family, is a lot of money for them, right? Because the father was like, I don't have money. I only have 40,000, even begged 100,000. These children did not agree. They eventually collected that 2 million naira. No transport fare and they carry what Dr. Ife. Oh, Remy Bayi. You they carry what on top of you don't get transport fare. The shocker of it is that the policeman asked her, how are you going to share the money? Do you know what my gender said? This girl said that the boy would take 1.5 million and she would take 500,000. Oh, Jesus. Now that one pay me pass. This is the thing that pained me in the whole story. It's her own parents that they are duping, with this fake kidnapping plot, but she is the one that will take 500, and the boy that didn't do any work on top of carrying her, she stayed in his house overnight. Free up, he will still take 1.5. My gender. So that's where I was going to. That's why I wanted. It's not, and now one pay me pass. Not that the mother went to report the matter to the police, they will not have reached the end of they will not have. And they kept asking her, the policeman kept asking her, you were the one that she's the mastermind. So the boy, I didn't even blame him, to be honest. I didn't blame him. If you bring idea, my parents, we can get money from my parents. So the policeman was asking her, who have you been to secondary school? She said, you finished primary school, secondary school. Who trained you? She said, it's my parents. She even just gotten admission to go to higher institution. The parents are not well to do. But now, as a parent, because of Bola or Sisi, what do women go do because of love and Bola? She has sense to say, let's rob my parents and collect money, but she did not have sense to ask for at least equal. She decided to give 1.5 to him and take 500. Chai. So that's just to tell you, our agenda, majority of our agenda, and that is why I shared it, and I was saying where I shared it that this is how it starts. This senselessness, this is how it starts. Not being savvy, not being smart. This is how it starts. And that's why you see a woman and say, I did this for him. Years later, this kind of abebe effect, there's always begging for love, begging for a man to love you, buying love. You want to buy this small boy at your young teenage age. You're already buying love. Imagine what she's gonna do when she grows up and she's older. Just tell me what she's gonna do for a man. Let me see if they are there now.
2 million naira.
2 million naira. How much they call letter send?
2 million naira.
They send the 2 million.
They send the 2 million.
They send the 2 million.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how will be the plan to share the money?
They plan to give 500,000 and then.
Okay, you will give the girl 500. You will take 1.5 million. And your plan with that.
Yeah,
confirm again. Say now she tell you. Say me you call the family. Say they kidnap her.
Now she tell me.
So why do you think she did that?
No, I don't know, but she said she want to go back. She want to go to school. Like
no, why she won't generate money from her parents now so that you go collect 1.5, you go collect 500. Now love when she love you.
Yeah, if not love, she love me.
Oh, now love. So tomorrow, if your children do this to you, how you go say now love? They love their boyfriend.
No, I'll feel very bad. Son.
Okay, oh, but you know what you have done, whether it's self-kidnapping or conspiracy, kidnapping is kidnapping. Okay, so thank you very much.
So, my gender, we are talking about how we remove, it's like they remove, detach our brain when it comes to this matter of love. You heard it from yourself. She will collect 500 and give the man 1.5. Meanwhile, it's her own parents that paid the money out of duress. They didn't have the money. They didn't have it. They probably went to borrow. So when are we going to learn sense? My question is that, are we going to learn sense in 2025, women, or we're still going to be doing mumu? That's my question. Oh, please join the conversation. Give us the thumbs up. People are not liking. Oh, are we making sense? If we are making sense, please take a minute to give us a thumbs up. We have 122 likes and 480 people watching. Thank you so much, Mama R, for your patience. Welcome, my darling. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Auntie. Happy New
Hope you're
Year
all
to you.
right.
Good. Happy New Year to you and your new baby. Your new baby.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Happy New Year. Thank you. So, you see, this is what I normally say. Eh, Even as a married woman, like you said, you are the one that will decide how many children you will have. I know it's controversial, but that's what I do for my own family members. Benny, because I'm the one that is Benny, I'm the one that is going to carry I'm the one that is carrying the and God help you. Say you get picking like my own way, like Bobby. Ah, let's not go there.
You like
So
you finish your Bobby?
Auntie B, I'm even Ojunti me. I'm even ashamed to tell you how many years till she suck it, but let's not go there. Ojunti me, I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you how
You
many
can
years.
stop
Don't
her
worry.
now.
And I stop it.
Which
Don't
are many
worry.
years?
Just relax.
So
So
I didn't do breastfeeding more than the highest I did like this was 8
eh,
months. The
no,
highest.
we broke record. Don't worry. So
And I never did that exclusive. Everything exclusive. No, I didn't
I
do it.
didn't do
I didn't do any
exclusive.
exclusive.
I didn't do exclusive, but it was much actually. But let's not go there. So now you have children like my own that like Bobby. Sure you get. I
Mm-hmm.
already told my husband,
Mm.
and it's only two we have, and it's two girls. I already told my husband with the last baby, I said, this is it. I am not doing
Mm-hmm.
again. Because now me know
Mm-hmm.
waiting I face with those speaking. I'm married though. My husband is a
Mm-hmm.
good man. No, it's not the money. Why I'm saying I'm not having money, it's not money. Oh, we can afford to have 5 children. But the can I physically, emotionally, psychologically, mental, I cannot afford any more kids. None.
Mm-hmm.
So even like I keep telling you, then some of my family say, "Oh, is there only girls you will have? How about the boy?" I say, I say, "Oh, don't worry, we will carry the name." My husband told them, "Listen, we have cousins and what do you call this thing? We have cousins and relations. Let them carry
Which
the
name?
name.
Where
Don't
are they
worry."
carrying them to? Which name?
Thank you.
Which name?
We told
Are
them,
you
let
are
them.
you even bearing your husband's name? Look, let's talk about this name thing for a minute, I beg.
Mhm.
Most Nigerian families do not answer the name of even their father or their
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni,
grandfather. It's
ẹ
always a
ṣeun o.
family name that is linked to generations.
Thank you
Generations.
very
So
much.
which name are they talking about?
My husband told them,
How
don't
many
worry.
of you here that are married? How many of you that are married that your family name is your husband's name? I mean
Mhm,
your husband's first name, oh, not last name,
mhm.
oh. So which family name
So
are they talking about?
So we tell them, let them, you see that family name, let them just carry it. Let them just carry it and be going, please. Because the people that we are honoring now, all this Tafawa Balewa, Einstein, do we remember that they have children? Are their children, I don't even know if they have children, but nobody cares about their children. So we already told them, this is what we are having. As a woman, you need to, even I'm going to tell my daughters when they get older, they are still very young. You are the no matter how good your husband is, you are not. I don't have my husband is good. You are the one that will bear the burden of childbirth. You are the one that will carry the baby. You are the one that will go through stretch mark. And I'm still working. No, it's not like when I'm not you are not like one of $10 person. No, you are working. You will carry the burden of, you will carry that baby. You will go through labor, and God will help you. If your child like that did not wait for, what do you call it? They did not wait for epidural. They just come out like that. Yet born. When you your child did not wait, they just come out like
There's a
that.
reason why they call it.
Natural.
There's a reason they
Well,
call it babe. You know when they call it labor. There's a reason why they call it labor.
labor.
I don't think they should have
Hey
called it
God.
labor. It's
I
torture.
don't
They
know.
should have called that thing.
Oh,
Not
thank
labor.
you very
Torture.
much. I was even asking myself, I said, even if I win $10 million, would I have another child? Absolutely not. It's not the money. The psychological, you have to do, and then remember now you have to go through potty training, hell on earth. Me, I personally believe that potty training is just worse than labor. I feel like it's sometimes worse than labor.
Was it
Worse
that
than
bad?
labor. So I'm telling you, you
Was
have to
potty
go
training
through.
that bad for you?
Everybody's problem is different. So you have to go
I'm
through
doing
all
potty
that.
training for Atlas now again.
Just the thought of body training, and then you have to, now we don't have snow. You have to run around. You have to run around and look for backup daycare. And you have to go through that as a married woman. No, remember I'm married. Now imagine somebody who is a single mother and doing it again. Hey, I don't know
By
whether
herself.
Satan is by herself. These boys, I didn't know who is chasing her. Our family, I no. This is that is, you use your hand and enter Satan. I don't know. So please, women, you just know, no matter, even if it's 100 years from now, women, we are the 80% of child care is on us. So you need to be very careful, whether you are married or you are single. Please know that when you're having a child, have it at the back of your mind. Okay, God forbid that your husband is a bad person. Have it at the back of your mind that God forbid if anything happens, I would have to take care of this child. I will have to take care of this child, but am I ready to take care of this child? God forbid if anything happens to my husband or my boyfriend. Am I going to be able to take care of this child? So you need to be very strategic. You need to know, don't fall for pressure. I've noticed again, one last thing I want to say. I noticed that these family members that say, oh, you can have one more. It's a lie, yo. Our family members, even our grandparents, and I'm sorry, I'm going to throw people under the bus. They like the idea of children, not the actual work of children. They will tell you, congratulations, when they are not going to be there by 3 a.m. to breastfeed the child. They're not going to be there to potty train that child for you. So people like the idea of children, not the actual work. So if you're not ready
If you
for the
have girls
work,
like you,
God will help you.
Mama, if you
What?
have girls like you, they will say have boys. If you have
I,
boys, they will tell you
they will
have
say
girls.
have
If you
girls.
have one, they will say have two. If you have two,
Have
they will
to.
say have five.
You just
People
know.
will always have something to
I'm
say.
telling you, and I'm very, very sorry to say this, that it is our mothers that we push some of us, our mothers are putting this pressure on us. Here you get, because I found out that people, as they get older, they forget the child care, what it took to have children. And they had like a lot of house girls and house people to take care of them. So they forget the what it took to take care of a child. So you need, I'm not saying you can have many children, but please know, if anything happens, I need to be able to hold these children and run by myself. God forbid. God forbid. But just have that. So that's why I say, can I hand? No, I cannot. And that's it. I'm not. No, I don't care. I've closed it. Go help us. So please, women, please, I'm begging you. Please
No,
don't
before
throw
you go.
long.
No. Our comedian. Before you go, please, I need you to talk to women that are listening
Mm,
about
mm.
protecting their own
Ah.
reproductive organ, their womb, especially when
Ah.
you are not even in a marriage and you
Ah,
are
let
doing
me
hookup or whatever.
let me
Maybe
not
you
tell
have
you.
affair.
Hey, let me not tell you. You know, we are from family members that are, we are from this conservative family member. They say from this church group that say don't use protection. You cannot protection. They're the ones that are running their mouth. Don't do this. Don't use protection. You cannot do this. He say, it's Catholic Church, Benny. You know they're against all form of protection. You cannot. You have to do natural method. Let me. You know what?
But they are against protection. And there are priests that are taking the
That's what
oaths
we know.
of
Egbamio,
celibacy and
that's what I told my mother.
knocking up and down.
That's what I normally tell them. And when I used to go to their church, that's what I used to tell them. I say, why would you be putting your eyes in what me and my husband are doing? They will tell you that you should do natural way of
Deceiving
doing
each
it.
other. You know,
The
I
natural, but
we
I
like
now
to
ask them, I
deceive
say,
each
why
other.
didn't you put your eyes in your priests when your priests are going around touching small boy? Why didn't you put your eyes there? Remove your eyes from my marriage if you don't want problem. So I'm warning you as a woman. I mean, I will tell my own children once they start seeing their period, and I see that they're getting matured. I see that I'm talking to them and they're not listening. I'm not
They're on their
I'm not ready.
phone chatting.
I'm not ready to take care of any grand. I want to be like you, Auntie B. I want to be traveling up and down to Jamaica. Sure,
Want
you
to be
get.
like me?
I don't want to be. I don't have time to take care of any grandbaby at my young. No, I will put them. I will go and put it in them. So that I don't have time to be carrying children, going to daycare. No, I'm going to Jamaica. So when I say that their head is not, that God forbid their head is not correct, I will just go and take them quietly, put it inside, and go and enjoy my life. So please, a word is enough for the wise. As a woman, protect your reproductive organs. Protect it. Thank you very much. Esim,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Mama. Comedian. Baba Latin. Mrs. Latin. Shegonio. Mama, you're always making us laugh. It's the way she will be saying it and listening it with so much humor. I love you. Thank you so much. Now protect it. She said she wants to be like me. She wants to go to Jamaica. Mama, you need to go to Jamaica. Those people know how to enjoy. I can't wait to go back. That place, iye, ayé wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn, wọ́n ń jayé orí wọn pẹ̀lú sìgá SM. Nǹkan tó ń ju sìgá SM gan-an fi ń jayé. You need to go to Jamaica. Whoa. See, she's talking sense, so including you that is listening. Only have a baby when you are ready, when you want it. Don't have accidental baby, unplanned. No. Fifi, stop it. Honey, babe. Happy New Year, darling. How are you? Mama Ann has dazzled everybody. Hello, darling.
Are you talking to
Welcome,
me,
love.
Auntie?
Unmute yourself. Yes, my dear. Welcome. Happy New Year.
Are you talking to me, Auntie B?
Yes, my dear. Welcome.
Sorry. Hello, Auntie. Sorry, everybody. Hello, Auntie B. Sorry, I got distracted. I thought you had someone else on. Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Hope everyone is good.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, honey babe. Lovely to have you.
Thank you. And the last caller was she was so funny, but yeah, it's so true. I remember when in my late 20s and 30s, I had injection, which is when they put this injection in your arm. And I think it lasts for, I can't remember whether it's 2 months or 3 months. And I was on contraceptive for about over 10 years. I wasn't sleeping around. I was in a committed relationship, but I just decided that just to be on the safe side, I can't be having kids all over the place. Now I've got 2 kids. You know well as I do that my eldest son, we got engaged. It didn't work out. I had the child and I got married. Now, when I had my second child, I made the decision that I don't want any more kids, especially with the fact that it's traumatic. When the lady mentioned about, feeding every 2 hours, I was contracting. I didn't have maternity leave. I had to go back to work. I had broken up with my husband then. So you can imagine doing all of that, trying to work and dealing with 2 kids under 5. It was a lot. I made a decision. I don't want any more kids. And I remember someone tried to introduce me to a gentleman. And the first thing he said is that, would I be open to having any more kids? You can imagine what I said. I said, I'm not interested. It was a deal breaker for me. Even the gentleman that I'm contemplating on dating, he has said the same thing. I said, I don't want any more kids because I've decided that I am done. And I think any woman needs to make a decision about what she can cope with. My kids are quite young, but they got to a stage where one is going to be a teenager, another one is going to be 10 literally tomorrow. Now, for me, I just believe that you should cut your clothes according to your size. 2 is enough for me. I'm working. It's not easy with childcare. I remember childcare in UK I was paying almost 1,200 for 2 boys. Now that was in 2017. I don't even know how much childcare is now in nursery. But I think that as women, we have the power to decide when we want kids. Now, you don't have to be having kids with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. And I know a lot of I have a friend of mine who's Caucasian, and she's made a decision. She doesn't want kids. She feels that she wants to be selfish. She wants to travel around the world. She doesn't want the responsibility of kids. Now, I respect her for that. But she has made that decision, and I think it's the right thing to do. This African mentality that you have to have kids, it's not for everybody. I think it's a case-by-case basis. But one thing I will say is, you need to think about your emotional and your physical and your financial situation. I know women that I have a friend of mine, she had postnatal depression and she's got 5 kids. I said to them, why do you keep having kids? Very similar to the other caller in terms of religion. The woman is literally has been signed off with really bad depression because she keeps having kids and it's affecting her. Sitting at home with 5 kids is not easy. You can't go anywhere and the husband is working and he doesn't care. So I think you need to be in control of your body and you need to make the decision. You need to do family planning. There's nothing wrong in a relationship to say that, you know what, I've got 2 kids already. And even if the relationship doesn't work out, there's this automatic thing of when, you have kids already with your ex-husband or ex-partner, and the next thing you would do is that your partner, you have to have a kid with him. It's not a must.
Why?
Yeah. Why must you have kids with every single partner? Now, my youngest is 10, and I know many women that they have 2 baby mothers because they got divorced, and then their new partner, within a year, they're pregnant again. Why would you do that?
If you don't have, Annie, babe, let me just speak to that, my darling. If having kids was what it takes to make a marriage happy, people will not be divorcing. Married people with kids will not be divorcing.
Thank you.
If the children were enough to keep you together to make your marriage happy, then why are you divorcing?
You know the funny thing.
So why must you have babies with everybody?
Yeah, but it's the African mentality in us. I have loads of friends that
is BS. Completely bullshit.
But that's the culture teaches us that the whole point of marriage is to produce children, and that is not the case. There's a lot of couples. I'm going to refer to the Caucasian culture. They don't necessarily believe in the ethos of you have to be married. You have to, marriage is what's the word I'm trying to say? Marriage, you produce children. You can be married and not have kids. This whole thing of kids. It doesn't make sense to me. I made a decision after 2 with children anymore. Sorry?
Yeah, Africans are obsessed with children.
Yeah, I think what you need to do is about having conversations, and you as the woman, you have the ultimate power. You decide how many kids. This mentality, my mom is close to a couple, and the woman is pregnant for the 4th time. None of the husband and the wife do not work. They're on universal credit. And my first thing my mom said is that, why do you keep getting pregnant? And the woman was like, oh, it's my husband. My mom looked at her that, are you joking? Why don't you go to the doctors and do family planning? Now, that is, to me, I think they're both irresponsible because they're struggling financially. And the woman, since she came to the country, has literally every single year she's pregnant. And as you know, you are at your most fertile when you've just had a child. I remember having my youngest, and the midwife came to me the next day and said, do you know anything about family planning? The first thing they say to you is that go to the doctor, because I don't know if you know the fact that you are at your most fertile when you've had a child. So why would you literally have a child and then a couple of months later you're knocked up again? It's all about us as women taking power back and making smart decisions when it comes to children. The power is with us. It's not with the man. And you should
Yes,
have that.
absolutely.
Yeah, the power is with us. So
Yes,
this
you
attitude that,
cannot,
yeah. Sorry, I let you speak, Auntie
you
B.
cannot, it's such a very, very serious decision that you cannot, it's like leaving somebody else to decide your future for you.
Yeah.
It's like giving up the power to make a choice for you to decide your life. That's how powerful it is. You can't leave it up to someone. Bell Isimo said, why are women sacrificing their bodies when Jesus already made the sacrifice? That made me laugh.
That's a very true statement.
It's funny.
It's a very true statement because when I'm rich, the
Jesus
thing is,
already paid the price. Why are you paying the price? Stop having children. Stop.
But the thing is, when I wasn't trying to be negative, but when I got to a stage where, especially having a traumatic C-section, I was like, I'm done. 2 boys, I don't need any more girls. I'm done. And I'm not trying to be negative, but I was thinking the bigger picture that, okay, if I meet someone again, am I going to have a kid with them? If that doesn't work out, am I going to have another kid again? How many kids am I going to have with how many different men? So I made the decision that 2 is enough and I'm done. For me, if I now decide to get married, it's a marriage of companionship. My potential partner, I would assume, would have kids of his own, because I wouldn't date someone that doesn't have kids because they would naturally want to have kids of their own. So I think it's about making smart decisions.
Africans, because you're only, that's because you're only dating African men. That's another conversation of its own.
Yes. I do agree. I think I said to you, it's about being smart and realizing that, you know what, you've had your 2 kids, you've had your 3 kids. It's enough. Even if the marriage doesn't work, why you don't have to go to the next relationship? Oh, I must have a kid with him. How many kids are you gonna have? And let's be truthful. If the relationship doesn't work, are you telling me that all them 4 or 5 kids with 4 different men, it is you as the woman that have to deal with that, and you're going to be the primary caregiver? So I think it's about being very, very smart with your choices. Stop having kids with different men. It's not necessary. Once you've had your kids, it's done. Pick a number and stick to it.
Okay. Thank you so much, honey babe.
Thank you very much.
Accountability prepared.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, my darling. You always bring it 100. You didn't even say it's New Year that you're just gonna.
I think with me, the thing is that there's no. If you're in the UK, there's no excuses. You can go to the GP. This ignorance, I don't buy it. You can go to the GP. The pill may not work because if you're ill, it doesn't always work. There is the coil, there is patches, there is the injection. It's called Depot. I have that.
It's too many options. Too many options.
So many options. There's no excuse for you to say, "Oh, I accidentally got pregnant." How is it an accident in 2025? You purposely made a decision to get pregnant because the power is with you. There's so many contraception out there. There's no excuse for you to be having 5 or 6 kids and blaming the husband. He fell on top of me. That's utter nonsense.
Motiloyu. They say it in Yoruba, Motiloyu. The women will just come and say, I'm pregnant. Like you fell from the sky. I'm like,
you just lie down and slept. What nonsense.
Thank you, darling. I appreciate you, honey babe. Have a good evening, love. All right, bye, darling. Yeah, I think you get the message, right? The message is simple. Okay? Your life, your choices. And the choices that you make today may or mar your future. Make a talk for pigeon. See, the choice what you make today will make you to become better person, successful, to live the life when you like, to go Jamaica, to whatever you like to do, to make money, to live better life. Or it go make you to go the beg for internet. To go internet and say, hey, in Nigeria, like this Helen, they do so. When they already born one pikin, you dey suffer. The first one when you born, the papa no take care of am. You go do runs, you carry belle again because you no get sense. You are senseless. Alice, thank you so much for the super chat, Ojare. I appreciate you. Alifection said £10, $10. She says smart women decide their own destiny based on reality. Absolutely. How are you getting pregnant accidentally? And this applies to all and sundry. It's not only people that are going to go and sleep with people they don't know for money. Oh. Whether you are single, you are married. No, there's nothing. Plan. You see all the horrible stories that people are telling you about. I think Sissy said one point that she was paying 1,500 for childcare. Having children in this day and age is expensive. It's not just the cost of the money that you spend on childcare or whatever, nursery. It's about the impact it has on your well-being. Emotionally, Mama R told us about the child. She refused to tell us the years that girl was eating and will not stop sucking. It's about how it affects the dynamics of your, situation. If you already have one that you don't even know how you are coping, and the father doesn't care, like Helene. And this is not to excuse the Cubana chief priest, guys. No, I'm not even excusing him. You guys know. I went the last show we did when we are talking about this Burna Boy situation. These guys, yeah, let me tell you a little bit about these guys before we end. They're living on the fast lane. They think they have money. They are ballers. Okay? Nigerian women who understand the game know how to play them. The women that are in this life, that they have this lifestyle. So it's usually a transactional relationship. Yeah, whereby they will come and give you money and you will sleep with them. Okay? And everybody will just kiss and say goodbye. Come back by demo. But you see, some of these women are coming from all these African countries like Kenya. The ones in the USA, they probably understand because somebody was in the comment section was saying that in America, women deliberately do this because they want to collect child support. Yeah, that's a different conversation. I understand that a lot of women do that. But we are talking about African women, Nigerian men in Nigeria. Is there child support in Nigeria? Who are you going to tell? Is there social services? Eh? Who are you going to meet and say, hey, he got me pregnant? He doesn't need to do jack. Nobody can force him to do anything. It's a man's world. Nigeria is a man's world. So if you live in a society like that, you got to protect yourself as a woman. And that's what I'm saying tonight. I'm advising you, sisters, women, borrow yourself sense. Think about it. Just think about it. Do I want a baby with this person? Is this the person that I want? When you have a baby with someone, that person is your life for life. Is this the kind of person that I want in my life forever? Do they have the qualities I want in my child? Because DNA is real. It's not even about the facial recognition or appearance alone. They're going to take some traits from that person. If he is not responsible and is cheating on his wife to sleep with you because he's giving you money, is that the kind of person that you want to have a child with? The decision is yours. Nobody can force you or make you have a child that you don't want to have as a woman. That's why tonight, I'm not even holding the men accountable because at the end of the day, like Mama Al said, the bulk of the work that you're going to do is in your hands. So think about it the next time that you are there doing that kind of a thing. Do I want a child? Plan when you want to have a child. Stop having accidental babies, unplanned babies. Please stop. It's so something that is so shameful in this day and age for you to be having a baby that you didn't want. Do you know why? Because it is you can prevent it. So start by preventing it. If married people can say this is number of children we have, you that is not married, why are you having children like that randomly? Everybody you sleep with, you get pregnant. Why? May we receive sense in Jesus' name. I rest my case. Thank you so much, everybody. If you enjoyed this and you learned something from it, please give us a thumbs up. Share the video. Give us a thumbs up. And I shall see you in my next one. It is well. May we not suffer. Oh. May we not suffer. As I said, yeah, okay, show me obe. You see Helen? She's in the middle. Or to go and sleep with me and you're looking. You better be on birth control. If you go carry belle for Nigerian married man, yolo wow. Oshirai. Nigerian men don't leave their wives for side chico. They don't. It's the wife gone that will deal with you. You go collect. What back? It is well. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. Give us a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and I shall see you in my next one. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good weekend ahead. Yeah, it's almost weekend. Tomorrow is Friday. So it's a weekend. I hope you enjoy your weekend. And yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Bye, guys.